Brian, this is the property that we're so badly wanting to buy. I'm just going to take a quick panning view. It's 2 acres, so that empty lot that you can see, that's all belongs to the property. It goes back to the tree line. This is a single car garage, which, you know, definitely needs paint job and whatnot. The property's not in what you would call move-in condition, and that's why it's on the market for $57,800. I'm just going to go inside of the garage. It is a cement floor. Now there are cracks. It eventually would have to be jackhammered out and new cement put in. The walls would have to be eventually insulated drywall. It's got the overhead garage door opener. There's enough room in this garage that this is where we would park the Jeep. Along that wall, that's where all of Alan's mechanic tools would go. He'd have a bench. Any mechanical work would be done in this building. And then we go out. I'm going to show you all the outbuildings first, because if Alan and I had a wish list that we could put together for what we'd like to see on a property, this is our wish list. This has got absolutely everything that we need. This is a archway that I really like. It is 7.5 feet wide, as you can see. There's trails, you can drive a car through here. Now there's another shop on this building, and this would be Alan's workshop. All of Alan's saws and all of his tools that he has for, you know, every kind of project under the sun would be in this building. You go into here, and it's got, okay, that's one side of it. My vision for this shop would be to take out, I'm not sure if this is a retaining wall or not. Probably have to put a header in there, maybe a couple of posts. But if it had a bench all the way around, with storage similar to this bench, with storage underneath, and then as you can, I don't know if you can see, it's got pegboard on the side. So, you know, my vision would be that the bench would go all the way around into this area. Now this area has got a wood floor, so it absolutely needs some work. But again, the bench would there would be a continual bench all the way around, and it would still leave. I'll go back to the door and take a view. I can send you, I have the exact measurements of all these buildings, but it's huge. He would have lots of room in the middle of here to work, and all of his tools, except for his mechanic tools, would be stored in this building. And then you come out of this building and into another garage. Now this garage, the door is very small. You know, maybe if you had here I'm going to back up. Maybe if you had a smart car, it might fit. So it's not usable as a garage. All of these buildings are wired, by the way, for both 120 and 240. So our vision for this building would be his welding shop. This is where he would do any and all welding. So that's the inside of this building. And again, I have the measurements. I could send you the measurements. Then, you know, you've just got kind of overgrown. It definitely needs some tender loving care in the yard. This is a greenhouse, this building here. is a greenhouse, which, you know, I may or may not use. This is the building that we are the most excited about. It's an outdoor kitchen is what it currently is. But it has, you know, like room for a patio. Like obviously the fence is in bad repair, but these are all fixable things. I'm going to go back up a little bit so you can get a better view of the outside of it. Okay, so there it is there. And then you go inside, and again, this building is wired for 120 and 240. This would be our glass studio. We would close in like that. This window that has the blinds on it, that would be covered over, as would this window would be covered over, leaving only the middle window. On this side, this window would be covered over, leaving only this window. And on this side, this one would be covered over, this one would be left, this would be covered over. That way we've got lots of light in here. Not sure if you can see that up there, but lots of storage up top. Goes all the way around. It's plumbed. So now the plumbing is only a summertime plumbing thing. We wouldn't be able to use it in the wintertime without doing something to it. But there is enough room in this kitchen area that we could have one section would be our borosilicate glass blowing, you know, for pipe making and everything. But on the other side, like in this area, we could set up, at the time of Alan's accident in 2004, we had just bought a fusing kiln. We had just bought all the fusing glass. And I was going in that direction. I was making and selling plates that cost me approximately $5 to make that I was selling for $40. After Alan's accident, he wasn't able to work and I had to go back into pipes, and then we moved to NATO and we never had room. We still have all the equipment, just don't use it. There's the fuse boxes. There's the 240 that would handle the kilns. And then on to the house itself is currently a 2-bedroom home. Upstairs. Now it is oil heat, which is a drawback. We would be looking at putting a wood furnace in outside that, you know, pumps heat into the inside of the house. There's that chimney there. I can't take you inside the house because I'm not with a realtor. The inside of the house, it all needs to be painted. There's a gazebo there that we just need to buy a little cover for. And although it's covered in sand, that actually is patio stone underneath. You know, a little playground for the kids. That's a brand new insulated chimney for a wood stove, which we would be putting downstairs. It has a full basement downstairs. So we would be able to have a 3rd bedroom. We would be able to have a rec room. There's a laundry room, a big laundry room. There's a cold room for, you know, keeping your cold stuff. This is the front of the house. It's been vacant for, I think the people moved out in the spring. So it's kind of all overgrown. There's this part here is a porch, which would be wonderful. You know, right now in our house, like there is no place to really kick your shoes off and hang your coats or anything. Now I'm going to climb up. There's a bench right here. I'm going to climb up on it. You can see a little bit of the inside. It's got the arched walls that I like so much. That's the living room. I'm not sure how much you can see of it. That's about as much as I can show you on the inside. You know, kitchen is dated, but those are all things that we can work on. And that's, of course, all part of the property. It goes about probably another, I don't know, 20 feet past that play structure. And then, of course, over to the trees. It's about, in an emergency, 5 minutes from the hospital, which is important, you know, with both Mom and Alan having heart conditions. You know, it's important that we're close to town. The taxes are only $1,800 on this property, which is amazing, considering, you know, considering what taxes are in some of the other places that we've looked at. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to close the video off for now. I'm going to send it off to you. And you can think